Hey BBs, it's Plastic, and today I'm back with you guys for another video. Today's video, I really just want to sit down and Ghoul chat with you guys and talk about like some Monster High reproductions or Creeproductions that I think would definitely, I could see in the near future for the brand because I feel like it's a trend right now for a lot of older legacy kind of brands. I guess, is Monster High a legacy brand? I think it is, right? I don't know. But like, like the older brands, the brands that were really popular, wants to kind of come back and do some reproductions and stuff. And we have seen Monster High doing reproductions last year, and we even have some rumors of some new ones from this year. I'm not going to talk about those rumors too much because I'm not like a news channel, and I don't really know all of the details because things do obviously change from a listing, I guess, to the product. And I don't really want to like, create anything. But yeah, so I just thought it'd be really cool to kind of make a list of some of the lines that I could definitely see getting reproduced, or lines that I would personally like to be reproduced for my own benefit, I guess, because there are a lot of Monster High lines, and there's a lot of talk, I guess, when people talk about reproductions and stuff, and I feel like I just want to give my take because I think it's a really interesting topic, and I think it's really, really cool to kind of maybe manifest some things. First kind of line that I would think I would really like to see reproduced would be the rest of the Wave 1 Monster High dolls. I'm talking Cleo Denial, Deuce Gorgon 2-pack, Ghoulia Yelps, and Hold Tide, because we got the first, I don't know if it's the first round, but like we got like reproductions of like the main four, I guess, which I guess Cleo's not the main four. I always thought it was Frankie, Laguna, no, oh my god, Frankie, Claudine, Dracula, and Cleo were like the main four, but I guess Laguna was. But it makes sense that Laguna's reproduced. I'm not gonna like, wait, hold on, y'all. I'm so happy that Laguna was produced. But I would love to see Cleo and Deuce as well. I think those are dolls that I personally need in my collection a lot, and I would love to see those dolls be reproduced. I think a lot of people would actually enjoy those as well. And it kind of feels weird that we never got like the full Wave 1 line. Like, I feel like I don't get it, to be honest. Like, I feel like we should have got, like, the Cleo and Deuce 2-pack. That would have been really, really cool and really, really, make sense. I also really think Ghoulia would be a really cool reproduction as, like, it's Ghoulia Yelps. Like, I don't know. What else? Like, that's, like, the scene girl, like, the scene kid. Like, she's the zombie monster. I feel like her reproduction would make so much sense. I mean, it would be kind of hard because I'm not sure what kind of hair type they would use, as Kanekalon is, I don't think it's manufactured anymore. I think it's kind of, retired hair fiber for doll brands. I mean, they do make other grades of Kanekalon, but not for, dolls and stuff. But I would love to see Ghoulia back with, like, maybe Saran hair, because I knew there were Saran variants of the Wave 1 doll, and I'd, like, personally like that a lot more than, like, polypropylene or anything. So I would love to see that doll, because, again, she's really expensive on secondhand websites, and, again, I cannot find that doll for the life of me, even, like, at a good price. Like, nude, that doll is expensive even. And I would love to see Hold Tide as well, because I feel like Hold Tide's kind of like a no-brainer. Like, yes, it's a boy doll, but, like, it's an expensive boy doll, and I feel like he has, like, such a cool potential that Monster High never really did that many dolls of him in, like, the first place. So I feel like it would be a really cool opportunity for collectors like myself who don't own any Hold Tide dolls to be able to own, like, their first ones. I know we kind of have Heath, but Heath is not Holt in any regards, and I always kind of, like, mixed the two up when I was younger, but I would love to see Hold Tide kind of reproduced as well, because we really didn't get that many dolls of him in, like, the first gen, and I'd love to see him on shelves again, even if it's for like a weekend. I would just love to be able to get like the chance to buy him. I think it would make a lot of sense as well to kind of like, last year was Wave 1, we're back better if we have Wave 2 of them all. I think that would make a lot of sense. I could also kind of see like some of the earlier lines, like I think Gloom Beach would be a really cool reproduction line because they're just budget dolls. They don't really wear that much. Like, I mean, like they're wearing like a 1-piece, 2-piece at the max. They have a little like layover, and a lot of the accessories have been reused. Like, we've seen a modified version of Dracula sunscreen, Cleo's glasses, Frankie's glasses. I think that's all for right now. I think we have seen those molds be reused and repurposed for G3, and I think it would be really, it just makes sense to kind of reproduce those dolls, because, like, the silhouettes aren't anything crazy, and they have really nice Saran hair, and, like, maybe we can even make it longer. I'd love to see Frankie with, like, longer hair, and Claudine would also be really cool with curlier, long hair. I think that'd be really, really fun. I think those dolls are, again, just kind of basic dolls. I don't think they'd cost too much to reproduce. So that would be, like, my thing. I would love to see Gloom Beach, but I'd also love to see Dawn of the Dance. I feel like my list right now is just kind of, like, makes no sense. But I feel like Gloom Beach maybe doesn't need a reproduction, actually, now that I think about it, because they've got reproduced, like, 3 times over. They had the first release, and the 5-pack, and then the budget releases for, like, Five Below or whatever in, like, 2015. So maybe not Gloom Beach, but definitely Dawn of the Dance, because while Dawn of the Dance did have a reproduction later down the line, I think that if they did a full line reproduction, like I'm talking Frankie, Claudine, Cleo, Draculaura, Laguna, Cleo, Ghoulia, and Deuce, and like maybe even adding like Abby or Spectra or Holt into the mix would be really cool. Again, this is probably never gonna happen, but like I would love to see a Dawn of the Dance reproduction line, because a lot of those dolls are also really, really expensive, and they were really peak Monster High quality in terms of like the design and everything. Each doll had a really cool outfit that kind of represented themselves. I think Draculaura was a little bit lackluster. Don't like attack me and everything, but I think if Draculaura even got like a revamp, maybe like a cooler Dawn of the Dance doll, I think that would be really, really fun. But I don't think they would ever do that for like a G1 release. But I would love to see Dawn of the Dance back and better than ever on shelves. They don't have to include the CD, I guess, if like, you know, for budgeting purposes and everything, but I'd love to see those dolls back on the shelves. I think those are just so cool dolls. Like, they're just like fun dolls. Like, I feel like the Dawn of the Dance is also like a classic quintessential Monster High line. A lot of those early Monster High lines are really just like, you know, they packed a punch, and I feel like they're just like really like good. They're classic dolls as well. I also think School's Out, which is I think one of the rumored lines that we might get somewhat in the future. I love School's Out. Like, I think School's Out would be such a cool repro. Again, I think maybe School's Out would be really cool for this year, because it's like, you know, the wave 2 of last year's reproductions. But hopefully if they do this line, they would do them in better quantities and everything. And I'd also love to see, obviously, like the Cleo, Claudine, Frankie, and Laguna, as well with like the Draculaura and Claude 2-pack with Abby and Spectra. Like, let's just make it, let's be real. Like, let's keep it cute, because I feel like Abby and Spectra specifically would sell super well, because Abby's like, I haven't really checked Abby's secondhand price, and I'm not sure if like, you know, like the secondhand price of these dolls really goes into like the decision making of making a reproduction of a doll. I'm not really sure what really goes into that at like the actual designing headquarters and everything, or like the design studios or whatever. But like personally, as much like I already have 2 original Abbies, I have both variants and everything. I think it would be really cool for a lot of people to get another Abby and Spectra, because again, those dolls kind of really were a staple in Monster High days. I feel like those dolls, especially Abby and Spectra, like those dolls just like everyone wanted those dolls. I remember when those like the pictures came out and like the videos and everything, I was so shocked. Like the clear legs on Spectra, the shimmery skin on Abby, and like both those dolls again have really relevant designs to like now. I feel like Monster High designs are really classic in a way, and I think it would just be really, really cool to kind of see those dolls back for other collectors. Also really want the Forbidden and Love 2-pack. I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer. I don't have those yet personally, but like I don't know, like I really like those dolls, and I'd love to see Draculauras with prettier faces, because the Draculauras like that usually got they got produced during the original run of it had some really funky, wonky faces. So I feel like it would just be really cool to kind of get her back again, and especially again with those outfits. All the School's Out dolls outfits were super, super spectacular, and they were again a really pivotal point in Monster High history. I feel like just, you know, the moment. And I also put down like Sweet Screams for a reproduction line that I think would make a lot of sense, because the amount of people that have just been annoying about Sweet Screams, that have just been like annoying about it. Like, yes, they are expensive on eBay. Cool. I would just like this reproduction to have them all be quiet about Sweet Screams, because I feel like Sweet Screams is a really cool line. I think they have a really gorgeous box art. I think the box art would be something really, really cool for them to kind of reproduce. I don't know if they would ever do that, because again, this was like a Target exclusive kind of thing. But like I feel like those would be really, really fun reproductions and everything, just because like Sweet Screams has a really cool box art. They had a lot of pieces that a lot of people broke and, you know, were missing and everything. And again, there's a lot of hype for Sweet Screams right now. I think there is still, I don't know. There's a lot of hype for Sweet Screams like last year, I think. But I think this line would be really, really cool to reproduce, even if it was like an online exclusive. Like, I think if they wanted to do like these reproductions in like a greater quantity, if they just want to do them on like the Mattel Creations for like lot more of them than like the Home Couture drops and stuff, I would be down for it so hard. Like, I think the Sweet Screams definitely has a place for a lot of collectors, even for like inbox collectors or like people who already have the Sweet Screams dolls. I don't have any of them, but like just for them to like be in box, I think that'd be really, really cool. I also kind of thought like Power Ghouls would be, I think that kind of reproduction would like kind of make sense. I don't know if we'd ever get that, but like the Power Ghouls, we like just got Voltageous last year. I think these dolls, they're not like far out into the thing. Like I feel like I could definitely see them in some dimension of time coming back. I don't know if it would be the whole wave or anything, but I could definitely see like Frankie coming back maybe, or I don't know. I feel like that line's kind of random. It was like a Target exclusive and everything, but I could definitely see like the Power Ghouls being like a Comic-Con exclusive thing or something. Like they reproduced them for like a minimal event or whatever. Those dolls are also really cool. I have a lot of those in my collection, and I think those would be really, really cool for you know, newer collectors to kind of get that vibe. I'm not, again, with the G3, I feel like I'm not sure if we're gonna get like a G3 version of Power Ghouls or what the T is gonna be, but I think it would be something to like think about. Last thing that I kind of want to talk about today wasn't really like a reproduction or anything. It was more of like an idea for the cool collector doll. So it is the 13th anniversary of Monster High this year. As if you guys don't know, it came out in 2010, like officially. And because like there's been a lot of debate about like when Monster High came out. Like I'm not sure if you guys have been seeing this like I have, but like at least on Twitter and TikTok, people think Monster High came out in like 2007, 8, 9. Y'all, it came out June 10th of 2020, 2010, I think. So I don't know where that came from, but I think it would be really cool to get a Caddy Noir 13th anniversary special. Like, not like a reproduction, maybe a reproduction, but like also like a cool collector, not Honkator, because I don't want to spend another $85 on a Monster High doll, but like one of those like Fang Clubs, like something that's a little bit cheaper for us, but like I would love to see Caddy Noir for like a 13th anniversary special. I don't know why. I feel like that would be really, really cool. Monster High always kind of use 13 a little here and there and everything, and I just think it would be really cool because it's like an unlucky number. It's very Monster High to do something for it. I'm not sure if they will, but like I think it would be really, really cool. Because the next time we're getting 13th would be like 130 days. Or 130 years, and I don't know if I'll be around for that. So like if they want to do something cool for like the 13th anniversary, I'm down. Even just like an Instagram post, something. But that was kind of like my reproduction list of what like I could maybe see in the future and what like I'd personally want for like my collection and everything, because there are a lot of Monster High dolls that I could definitely see being reproduced, and there's a lot of the Monster High dolls that I could never see being reproduced. Like I don't think I could ever see Sweet 1600 being reproduced because like it's the line's like kind of like a movie line. I don't think I could see any like the movie lines like 13 Wishes, Haunted, Ghoul's Rule. Maybe Ghoul's Rule could probably see a reproduction in the days, but a lot of these dolls, like, I don't really see reproductions of, but, like, I think a lot of the main lines would definitely get maybe reproductions one day. But I don't know. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments below of, like, what lines you want to see reproduced or, like, what lines you think could be reproduced. And I also really hope that if we do reproductions for the future of Monster High, I'd love to see them being done in larger quantities on maybe, like, a Mattel Creations, like, a made-to-order thing if you guys really want to go there, but like something that like every fan could get them. I feel like the G1 Creeproductions, like they were up for like a good weekend, and I'm happy that I was able to get 2 sets of them, but I really hope that if we do more reproductions, again, it's better for more collectors who don't have like weekend money for Monster High dolls. It's really unfortunate that they were not produced like they should have been, and I would definitely love to see if we do any more ones this year, them to be stocked and everything. Thank you guys again so much for watching today's video. It was so much fun to Ghoul chat with you guys and kind of hope and make predictions and manifest, I guess, some doll lines that I'd love to see back from Monster High and back from the dead. And I hope to see you guys though all in a new one, and I cannot wait to catch y'all. I love you all so very much. Please have a fantastic night and stay fierce. Bye. I love you. Bye.